It's time for some ultra violence because I really just can't contain myself right now. We finally have a release date for Trails in the Sky second chapter. It's coming out for the PS5, the Switch 2, and the PC, and we have a release date. It is coming out this fall, worldwide, simultaneous release. All we know, it's coming out in the quarter of fall. We don't have an actual date, but we know that it's coming out then, so this is really good news. I am so looking forward to this. Back in the day, we had to wait so much longer than 1 year in order to get the conclusion to this series, and I had to wait so long to figure out what happened to Estelle and Joshua. And there was this whole thing, like the PSP was like ready to die, it was on its way out. They really kind of, released the first chapter as the PSP was pretty much like already dead, and then by the time that second chapter came out, they were like, no, not even gonna do it. They couldn't even produce the UMDs anymore in order to actually release it physically. So I ended up having to get it on PC whenever it came out, and oh boy, it is such a freaking good game. But this remake, as we all know, the remake is just they knocked it out of the park. I'm loving the remakes that Square Enix is doing over on their side, but oh boy, this remake, they are teaching the other companies how to do remakes. This is just spectacular. The graphics are absolutely gorgeous. The voice acting is spectacular. Just the characterizations, everything. The little nods that they've done to, the future characters and all that kind of stuff. Things that tie the whole storyline together. Getting nods into what's going on in Erebonia, what's going on in Crossspell, that sort of thing. As far as, we know what's happening there now because we've played those games, but getting to know what's going on as far as happening in Liberl is so interesting to me because, back in the day, they didn't know what was going on. They actually they weren't even going to create the Crossspell games. They were going to go straight from Liberl into Erebonia, but then they thought that might be too much. So then they did the Crossspell games before they went into Erebonia with the Cold Steel Saga. So, they really didn't have this game plan of what the games are going to be like whenever they first started out with Sky. They had a very basic general outline, but now we know so much stuff. So getting all these little Easter eggs and nods and additions that they're putting into these remakes is just spectacular, and I cannot wait to see what they've added to second chapter as well, because this is one of my favorite games in the entire series. I love the Liberl games. I think that they are just fantastic. It's just a very simple, nice love story before things got way bloated and way too complicated. It's just, I'm just super happy about this, y'all. I'm just kind of going off script. Not even have a script. I really have no script right now. I'm just kind of going off the seat of my pants here. But I will say this. We know that it's going to be coming out in English and Japanese voiceovers on all platforms, and it's going to have text in English, German, French, and Spanish as well. So that's really freaking neat. And you can carry over your clear data from the first chapter to obtain bonus items that will let you progress through the story more smoothly in second chapter, and I thought that this was fascinating. It says that there is expansive side content in this one as well. It says enjoy a variety of new content in the sequel, including minigames like fishing and poker, cooking with your companions, and fan favorite characters joining as playable party members. So, does that mean that is new characters joining? Because it says enjoy a variety of new content in the sequel, including fan favorite characters joining as playable party members. Ha! So that would be amazing if we don't get to just see, the normal characters that we saw the first time around in the original game. Maybe we'll get to see some characters that joined up in third chapter actually join up in second chapter, so we kind of get to know them better, you know what I mean? Maybe somebody like Reese. I really liked Reese in third chapter, so maybe getting to know her a little bit better, and then maybe getting some more screen time for Onlace. I've always liked Onlace. She's an 8 leaves, 1 blade practitioner, so you thought that she would have shown up in Erebonia, because of Irene and all that kind of stuff, but she's just MIA. She's nowhere to be found. So hopefully we get more screen time for her. And then also the 3 kind of no names. The 3 people of why are you in my party? Richard, Mueller, and Julia. It's kind of okay, they're here, they joined in third chapter, but why? So it would be kind of nice to, maybe get some more screen time for them and see, what they can flesh out around them. I think that would be just fantastic. I love this game. I have for many, many, many years, and now I'm super happy to see more people getting into the Trails series with this remake, and now being able to see, you know, what's happening in this story, be able to resolve this cliffhanger, because as you know, the cliffhanger is quite a doozy on first chapter, and we had to wait many years for it, but you only have to wait 1 year. Also, just because it's coming up like really soon, we have Trails Beyond the Horizon coming out on January the 15th, and the demo, if you guys missed this, the demo for it is dropping on the 19th. So just in like a day, like we're getting the demo for Trails Beyond the Horizon. So we're getting, you know, 2 games in 1 year, and it's simultaneously worldwide release. I remember whenever it took us like 4 or 5 years to get these games, and we were like that far behind Japan too. We were super far behind the Japanese releases, but no more. We have completely 100% caught up, and I am super happy about that. I just wanted to come live to y'all and let you know about this and kind of share my joy and excitement before I head off to bed, because it's 11 o'clock at night and I'm an old man and I need to go to bed and I look like crap right now. So anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed this news. Hope that y'all are getting good night's rest if you can. I'm so excited I probably can't even sleep. But yeah, let me know how you feel about all this, and have a good day.